Wow, here we are in downtown Nampa. We got two things going on today. What are they? Stick around.
Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, your expert real estate resource by your side when it's time to sell your home, buy a home, or relocate to the Boise, Idaho area. You'll find the Treasure Valley Dave team office centrally located right here in beautiful Nampa, Idaho. Now, back to the video.
Hey everybody, Dave Edwards, Treasure Valley Dave here, and today we are in downtown Nampa, and we got a couple things on our mind. First, I wanted to see what it's like on just a typical summer afternoon. Let's take a look at what's going on right around here. So here we are, kitty corner from the library complex. So now you have your bearings, and that's the Oddfellows, Puffy Mondays, the old theaters over there. Post office is right down there. But I want to concentrate on what's going on here in Old Town today. I just popped in because I want to see what's going on too, so everything right here is going to be a surprise. It's absolutely gorgeous, not a cloud in the sky. It's got to be what, 85-ish right now. Of course, we have nothing but low humidity. There's going to be some nice eating going on here later today. I think that's the Sons of Italy or something. And the other thing I want to talk about is the city has some proposals for some changes down here in downtown. And I want to check out what that might do for our experience down here. Oh my gosh, look at that. They took the mural down. Wow. Well, we're definitely right on the forefront of seeing some big changes going on around here. Wow, you guys remember that? Those murals of all those horses? Amazing. So what's going on over here? They have the, is it a karate place, a dojo? Is that what it is? I'm not sure. Looks like all these kids have some extra energy. Good for them. Nice. So, oh, they're changing the whole front of this building over here. When we first moved here, this is where the used bookstore was. Spent a lot of time going through all their shelves in there. Wild. So this is a good as time as any to talk about some of the changes that the city's got proposed. So part of that is right here. What they're looking at doing is blocking this street off and making this a pedestrian mall. And that means that there'll be no car traffic except for early morning deliveries, they say. And so this will be no vehicles coming through here at all. This will be just a place for like what we have started already over here. Tables and stuff for people to come down here. Now the cool thing about this is that, well, we're looking south right now. So that means when the sun goes a little bit further in the afternoon, these buildings will be putting shade right across out here. So it's going to be very, very pleasant out here. And then it's only for this one block that they're going to close this off. And then for the next block, they're going to repave the street. I don't know why that's a big deal. But I think we have, the makings of this whole pedestrian mall pretty well started. Got some great little restaurants over here. There's Messenger's Pizza over there. I think that's been here since Moses was a baby. Oh no, that'd have been Egypt, right? A pet boutique. Oh my gosh, I didn't even know about that. That's pretty cool. I did hear that, yeah, this ice cream shop's coming in soon. That's pretty wild. And then, yeah, this street over here is going to be repaved. Alrighty. Well, I'm down with that, I guess. Uh-oh, check it out, people. Look, I found some graffiti. Can you make that out? I don't speak gang. So one of the changes that they're proposing so a couple of things they're looking at doing is this parking lot here. They're looking at building a couple of mixed-use, multi-story, I guess it'd be like condos, perhaps apartments, with a parking garage below. So I guess here on the first floor would be the parking garage, and then up above would be some living. So actually that'd be pretty cool. It's certainly be a if you're the kind of person that likes to be near the nightlife and stuff like that, Nampa is definitely developing into that. But if you're going to entice somebody to live down here for that nightlife, I think probably we need a little bit more nightlife. I think maybe the mayor's office is thinking the same thing, because there's another change that they're talking about. Let's check it out. So they're talking about over here, if you've ever been to our farmer's market, this is where it's held. The old Lloyd Square. I guess it used to be a lumber yard, Lloyd Lumber. And so here's Lloyd Square. And so what they're talking about here is they're talking about making more of a stage for performances here. They're talking about putting in picnic tables. They're talking about taking out this grass and putting in something that they call all-season synthetic turf. Is that like AstroTurf, like what Bill Clinton had in the back of his El Camino? But yeah, so, and then they're going to put picnic tables out here, and they're looking at, what do they call them? Shade sales, kind of over there across the street. Well, and this street's not going to be there anymore. This will be closed off. I'm sure it'll be accessible for like vendors and things for farmers market or different events that they have going. But then right here, they're looking at building a pedestrian ramp, stairs, access ramp that will go over the rail lines onto the north part of town. And that would be probably pretty cool, because I think it's an underdeveloped area over there. I mean, they've got houses from probably 80 years ago over there, tiny little ticky-tack places. But to be able to have access just from over that ramp to get to this side where all the stuff is happening, I think there's a lot of improvement that's going to happen right over there. That'd be pretty cool. So then back over here, there's that brick building is more of the Lloyd's Lumber place. When they have their farmers market, they have some vendors inside, which is kind of nice because, you know, in the shade. But right over here under all these trees is where they're going to have a possibly a splash pad. So I guess that'd be fun for the kids, huh? Or those who are kids at heart. Gosh, isn't it beautiful out here? So I don't know where you live, but apparently it's not Nampa. But if it was, congratulations. I think you and I are both pretty lucky. But this is just a random day coming down here. I'm not seeing junk. I'm not seeing homeless. I'm not seeing graffiti, except for over on that dumpster. I'll give you that. But it's very clean. It's well taken care of. Stuff's not molested. I was just looking at that flower pot over there. I know there are some places where that had been stolen in like 2 seconds. Be like razor blades at Walmart in some California city. Amazing. So yeah, this is where they're going to have all these new changes. Those, I won't say high-rise, but taller multi-story buildings over there where you can rent your condo or rent your apartment. You can walk out here for some concerts over there at the, what are we going to call that? little concert area. That'd be cool. And maybe there'll be different things like throughout the evening, not just Saturday morning for the farmers market. I think it's going to be really, really nice. So let's get back to checking out what downtown Nampa is on a kind of a sleepy little Friday afternoon. I like this slower pace of life, don't you? There's some graffiti over on that wall. Happy birthday, Eric. I tell you what, some of these kids are just incorrigible, aren't they? Hey, you need some art? Might be a good place for some. I'm kind of holding out for the dogs playing poker on some velvet, but I'll just put that on my wish list on Amazon, see what happens. Downtown America, it's not dried up, it's not blowing away, it's very vibrant. And as vibrant as it is now, it's kind of like in the traditional kind of a way. This is where just you have some small professional buildings or offices, but then once they start putting in that stuff downtown, I mean, you guys have all seen what they've done with Caldwell. Caldwell's spectacular. I think Nampa's going to be right following in their footsteps. Hey, there's the Flying M. Good place to stop in for a cup of refreshing something or other. Plus they have a whole bunch of sweets in there, but you know, I'm on that health thing right now. It's a good little thrift store over there. Pantera Market. I hear they've got some great Hispanic food in there. Not a whole lot going on, which I think is kind of the beauty, don't you? You could always go over there and check out the antique store. I bet it's cool in there, and who knows, we might find something we can't live without. Huh. Motorcycles. Do you know in Idaho, there's no helmet law? They just want you to use your head. So if you think you need a helmet, you wear one. If you don't want to, you don't. It's kind of, you know, you don't have the nanny state. You don't have Governor Newsom saying everything you have to do for your own good. And if you don't do it, we'll put you in prison or something like that. So there we go. Just another typical walk around downtown Nampa on a sleepy Friday afternoon. Well, thanks for coming along on this little trip. It's just kind of relaxing, wasn't it? So if you need more information on what Nampa's like, obviously you'll go check out our website, www.treasurevalleydave.com. We've got some great booklets you can download for more information on Nampa or Payette or Parma or New Plymouth, tons of different places. Thanks for coming along. We'll see you on the next one. And as always, Dave Edwards looking forward to helping you get home.
Treasure Valley Dave here. Thank you for checking out this great video. Can I ask you, what problem do you have that I can help you with? Do you need to sell a home, buy a home? Are you a first-time home buyer? Maybe looking to relocate to the beautiful Treasure Valley from some other state? The Treasure Valley Dave team is your expert by your side, here to help you solve your real estate problem. You can contact us through our website or give us a call or text at 208-860-2004. Now go ahead and subscribe and ring that bell so you don't miss any future videos. For more education and entertainment, check out this great video next or binge on this playlist.